quite simply, I'm overwhelmed. I'm trying to get these words out with a lump in my throat, probably the size of a bowling ball right now. This is very heartwarming, and I'm usually never short for words, and pretty comfortable behind a camera, but right now I find this very difficult because we don't expect this, but we appreciate it. Being a law enforcement officer is not just an occupation. It's something that we love to do. It's a calling. It's a way of life. We don't do this job 8 hours a day and then come home and take off the uniform and we're not police officers anymore. It's 24/7. And I think the reaction that some people have of law enforcement, the negative reaction, affects their families a lot more than it affects us. We train, we prepare, we got this. We're going home at the end of our shift. But our families may not always feel that way. They don't have that same sense of control that we may feel that we have. And when I say it's a way of life, just give a couple examples, a couple scenarios, how we live our life, and I think the officers will kind of smile when I bring up some of these examples. When we go into a restaurant, my wife automatically knows to give up the seat that I feel most comfortable sitting in, because I need to have the back to my wall, or my back with the wall. I need to see what's going on in front of me. I need to watch. I need to observe. I'm waiting for the threat. And I'm out to dinner. When we're having that discussion at dinner, it's not that I have divided attention to what my spouse is saying, but I have to watch, wait for the threat. We might be out shopping, and she picks a particular clothing item and says, "Hey, well, how do you think this will look on me?" And I'm like, "What?" Because I'm watching, surveilling the crowd, scanning, waiting for the threat. But it's not that we're a nervous sort. That's just our makeup. That's just the way we operate. That's just the way we're programmed. We're used to that. That's the way we live. And that's the way our families are forced to live. But yet they support us. This past summer, I'll give you one last example. It kind of hit home with me. We were at a event, a community event type thing, a lot of people there. And we were the group of people and we were talking. And one of the people that was standing next to me talking, he goes, "Do you do that all the time?" I looked at him, I said, "What do you mean do that all the time?" He goes, "You're constantly scanning the crowd. You're constantly looking around." I said, "Yeah, I do. I don't realize I do it, but I do. Scanning, watching, waiting for the threat." And our families know that we do that, and they're okay with that. They're used to that. They accept that. But when something like what happened to the deputy in Harris County, Texas, simply gassing up and had no opportunity to protect themselves, that's when I think it really hits home for our families. That someday our best is not going to be good enough. It just simply